get? Did you got Nick when you called in? Huh? 383900. I'll call in. Huh? Huh? Yeah, but I mean.
Yeah, but hold on here. Must be one to get out.
Or 9. Are we going through our Wi-Fi? Okay. Yeah. I was thinking of it.
Shaver, Potter's Bar and Grill.
There we go.
Stewart Collision, and by Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS.
It started working?
From Laurel Highlands
Hey, we were close.
High School basketball action here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live. This evening, the 3-9 Laurel Highlands Mustangs host the 7-4 Albert Gallatin Colonials. Laurel Highlands looking for the first conference win of the year. Albert Gallatin 2-2 in conference play. WMPS.
Hey, Nicky. You got us?
What's up?
You got us, buddy?
I got you, man.
I couldn't remember which one we were on, so I wanted to make sure. You got Josh, too? You good?
Yeah, can you hear me, Nick?
You got them all?
Hey, what's up, guys? I got you.
Hard to believe. Well, I didn't set anything up. Dice set this up right, though. He was in a tiz, though, for a minute. He didn't think he had it going.
I'm sure he was in a complete frenzy.
He was in a little panic, but we got him going, so,
Thank God.
Yeah, so what's happening? You good?
I'm good, man. We'll put you on. They're into their segment. I'll take a break, then throw it out to you guys.
Okay, so wait. So we're the radio game?
Yeah, you're on the radio.
No, okay, so they're going to do you got all the all the ads and everything. We don't have to do anything like that.
No, you don't have to read any ads. I'll play them.
Okay.
Try to get breaks when you can. Just 60 seconds of timeouts and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll let you know what we got, time and everything. And then, I just wanted to know whether I needed to shut off or what I needed to do. So, okay. So we'll be good to go. Just, he's in the pregame anyway, right?
Yeah, we're in the pregame now. So they're going to do a segment, then I'll play 4 minutes, then I'll throw it to you, then we'll go into the interviews.
You want to just stay on hold? You want us to just?
Yeah, you can just stay on the line.
Okay, we'll do that, buddy. I'll turn everything down. We'll be good.
I'll let you know when you're coming on.
You got it, partner. Thanks.
Thanks. See you, buddy.
Bye.
Can't finish, but playing against a crosstown rival, Albert Gallatin Colonials tonight. We're expecting a pretty good crowd. The weather's kind of settled down a little bit, although the one of the biggest cheers we've heard and probably we'll hear tonight from the cheerleaders is when they announce a 2-hour delay for Laurel Highlands for tomorrow. So that's already in place.
And you look at the Mustangs, you mentioned the close games all season. Friday, an example of that. The Mustangs trailed Franklin Regional 24-23 at halftime, scored only 5 points in the third quarter as the Panthers pulled away, winning 59-54. Just hard to believe, Gary. It's been almost 2 years now since Laurel Highlands has won a conference game.
You just can't have those lulls in the middle of the game, especially in the third quarter when it appears like you're in the game and then you dig yourself a huge hole. It's very difficult to come back in those situations, and that's what the Mustangs have been facing pretty much all year. So Albert Gallatin has been competitive, and I did see them play Uniontown earlier this year, and obviously Uniontown's a juggernaut, but they do have some good athletes. New coaching staff in here for Albert Gallatin has them playing very aggressive defense, and it's going to be another challenge for the Mustangs here this evening.
And they had a tough loss on Friday, falling to Gateway 60-42. But as you mentioned, a pair of conference wins over Penn Trafford 43-42 and McKeesport 63-50. So they sit at 2-2 in conference play. And you look at this rivalry between these two Fayette County schools. Laurel Highlands had actually won 8 straight over Albert Gallatin before the Colonials swept the Mustangs last year, winning 73-63 here at Laurel Highlands on January the 5th, and 82-54 at Albert Gallatin on January the 30th. And I'm sure the Mustangs would love to pick up their first conference win of the season tonight against another local foe.
And Albert Gallatin, looking at that lineup, it's somewhat of a depleted lineup since the beginning of the year, Brian. There's only 9 players now on the squad. One got to wonder how that's happened or why that's happened, but they still have their starters, and a strong bench, but when you drop down to that many players, it's really hard to even practice.
Yeah, just dressing 9 tonight. Jason Jackson, their leading scorer, averaging 21 points a game. As we said, should be a fun night of basketball. We have Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands tipping here at 7:30. Uniontown at Gateway also tipping at 7:30. We'll get a preview of that game with Josh Scully and Tony Hanola when our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated approximately 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Chris Parker Jr., Santa's gone. The year is ending. What's happening at Autoland?
Santa may be gone, but winter weather and the Hyundai Getaway sales event are still here. It's a great time to purchase that all-wheel drive you've been wanting. Plus, Autoland's year-end sales event means great dealer incentives on every vehicle sold this month.
I'm listening.
Each vehicle has $500 to $4,000 off, such as $4,000 off a 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe all-wheel drive with third-row seating when you finance with HMS. Or take advantage of 0% financing for 48 months on Santa Fe's and Tucson. You can also lease a 2025 Tucson SC all-wheel drive for $269 per month. Just see us for details.
Plus Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and 3-year, 36,000-mile complimentary maintenance with every new Hyundai purchase. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, or online at AutolandHyundai.com.
Happy holidays from all of us at Autoland Hyundai, where you always pay less to drive the best.
Hello, folks. Joe Walk is here, the proud owner of Dome's Lawn Care, LLC, since 2021. We're family-owned and family-ran, so when it comes to finances, we understand. We're small enough to care, big enough to make a difference. So give us a call this spring for all your lawn care needs at 724-570-1224. We would be proud to have you as our customer. Again, that's Dome's Lawn Care at 724-570-1224.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
This is Dr. Alyssa Lorenz of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Common issues like difficulty with swallowing, frequent heartburn, recurrent abdominal pain, bowel habit problems, and rectal bleeding are often easily diagnosed and treated. Dr. Calabrese Stokes, Hoppy, and I are local gastroenterologists that are here to help. For more information, call our Uniontown office at 724-437-7677.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Joshua Scully and Tony Hanola here with you tonight from Monroeville, Pennsylvania at Gateway High School, where the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Gateway Gators are just about 40 minutes away from tip. This is the pregame show brought to you tonight by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They are located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. We also want to thank our video stream sponsor tonight, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill Plaza in Uniontown, and Mom Maruca's Pizza. Tony, we've got two really interesting dynamics to this matchup between the Red Raiders and the Gators, one sort of from each perspective. We'll start with the Red Raiders one first. This Gateway Gators team has beaten two opponents within 5A Section 1 that the Uniontown Red Raiders are soon going to see, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and of course the Raiders take to the road 1 week from tonight to take on Franklin Regional. So maybe the Uniontown Red Raiders, after playing tonight's game against the Gators, have a good idea where they match up against those other two teams.
Well, yeah, they should have a pretty good idea. This is going to be a tough game for the Red Raiders. The Gateway's got a little size underneath in Bruce McCrum, and the thing of it is, you got to play a good game inside, especially on the Red Raider end of it, because we saw them struggle offensive rebounding wise against Aliquippa a couple weeks ago. They beat McKeesport the other night and did a real good job bouncing back, but you know what, they got to worry about that inside play today and kind of keep McCrum a little quiet.
And the Gateway Gators have only suffered one loss in the section. That one loss was to Greater Latrobe back on December 13th, 75-71. But this Gateway Gators team has played some very good competition and has really done a good job, even outside of their section, going toe-to-toe with some very good basketball programs. Now, looking at it from the perspective of Gateway, Tony, this is a Gators team that is maybe trying to figure out where it fits into this section. The Uniontown Red Raiders so far have done a pretty good job of working their way toward the top of the section. They have not lost in 5A Section 1 yet. The Gateway Gators here may be able to test themselves a little bit and see how they go against this Red Raider team.
Well, you figure if you get a win here against the top number one team in the section right now, you've got a pretty good feel for where you're at. Plus, you're going to be tied for the section lead pretty much as the season comes to the halfway point in section play. So it is a big game for Gateway, and really they can make a statement here tonight.
The Gateway Gators, of course, are coming in off of a loss out of the section against Cumberland Valley, 51-42. They did most recently win a game against the Albert Gallatin Colonials, and prior to that, at the very tail end of the holiday break, they suffered a loss at the hands of Greater Johnstown. We heard Uniontown Red Raider head coach Rob Kaczmarski mention a few weeks ago how valuable these wins are in the section when they're on the road. They're coming down here to Monroeville tonight, and a really neat-looking court, too, Tony. Those joining us on the live stream have probably already taken a good look at this floor, but it's very distinct. It has the gray and sort of a tan tone to it, and a really nice Gateway Gator bursting right through the wall on the right-hand side of the gym here at Gateway High School.
Yeah, it's a nice complex, a really nice complex, and I'll tell you what, like I said, I'm sure they're going to be ready to go, especially against a good Uniontown team. And it's one of those things, like we mentioned here, Josh, if they get a win tonight, they tie for the section lead, about halfway through the year. So that's a good point for them right there. So I'm sure they're going to be gunning for the Red Raiders, and I'm sure they're going to have to be on their toes.
Tony, you made a really good point just a moment ago when you spoke about how well this Uniontown Red Raider team did against the McKeesport Tigers at home. Sort of a bounce-back win after that difficult game against the Aliquippa Quips. And what I really liked about that game, and I think you'll agree with this, Uniontown benefited from their top players statistically so far. Calvin Winfrey, Notorious Grooms, they played great. And you do get the feel from the Red Raiders that when those starters are on, the Red Raiders are a very difficult team to beat.
Oh, no, I definitely agree with you. And I think, to be honest with you, that Aliquippa game might have been a little wake-up call for them. They had beat a good Abington Heights team the night before, came in against Aliquippa, and I'll tell you what, Aliquippa was firing on all cylinders. Brian and I did that game, and it was one of those things where Uniontown at that time almost looked a little tired or whatever, but maybe a good wake-up call like mid-season here for them just to kind of get them in the groove and get them ready for section play.
The Uniontown Red Raiders do anticipate a very special matchup later this week. Uniontown will take on the Laurel Highlands Mustangs on January 10th. Of course, there's no overlooking this Gateway Gators team. As Tony pointed out, this is a good inside team, and this is a team in the Gateway Gators that have played some very good competition to a very high level so far this season. We want to thank our pregame show sponsor again tonight, the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes, who got us ready for tonight's game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. And, of course, our video stream sponsor again tonight, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill Plaza in Uniontown, and Mom Maruca's Pizza. Thank you very much. We have another C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS coming up for you in just about 35 minutes. Two great basketball games, the Albert Gallatin Colonials and Laurel Highlands Mustangs. the Gateway Gators and the Uniontown Red Raiders. Both of them will be available via Facebook on our live stream, and you'll be able to hear the Gators and Red Raiders right here on WMBS in just about 35 minutes. You will hear us then.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services, located on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, is here for your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. They offer new PA and Maryland plates and West Virginia title applications. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays 10 to 8:30, Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruca's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruca's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruca's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarucaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Brian Rozak back here on the Sprouts Insurance Group pregame show. High school boys basketball on WMBS tonight. Gateway hosting Uniontown. Laurel Highlands at home, taking on the Albert Gallatin Colonials, being joined now by Uniontown head basketball coach Rob Kaczmarski. And Rob, your Red Raiders coming off of one of your more dominant performances of the season on Friday night against McKeesport.
Yes, we knew it was a home court section game, and we were 3-0. We were trying to be 4-0, and the kids just did an excellent job. They were really focused. Got to the gym at like 3:15. The kids just were. They moved the ball so well. We made shots, but it was a total team win, and it was a really good game because McKeesport was playing a lot better lately.
Well, you have Gateway tonight. We saw the Gators actually when you were playing up at Geneva College, and you mentioned to me that this Gateway team could present some matchup problems for you.
Yes, they are. They have a 6'6" kid. Not many teams that will play any time this year has a kid as big as the kid number 40. for them. It's a really good player, but number 12 is probably one of the better players in the section, if not the WPIAL. And they have some scrappy guards that look to shoot and drive and dish the ball. So we know they're going to be ready to play. They have one section loss. They lost to Latrobe at home. So if they want to be one of the highest section teams, they have to protect home court. We want to get another victory. We won 2 really big section games away. And if we can get this would give us maybe a 2-game lead on Gateway and still a 1-game lead on Latrobe, who won a 3-point game Saturday. So we're watching what everybody else does, but we know our kids are excited to play on this court. Tori and Kyle were talking about this. They used to be ball boys when we went there. Everybody's excited to play on this court here. It's beautiful. It's like a playoff-style court, so this hopefully maybe we'll get a couple playoff games at Gateway. So we're ready to go, and we have them scouted well, and the kids are ready for it.
And as you mentioned, a nice opportunity. You get a win here, you can actually set yourself up with a little cushion in the section going into the second half of the section season.
Yes, if you look at that, too, I mean, we talk about, and I just was honest with the team, if we can take care of this team, you have a 2-game lead on Gateway, who's a really good team. We don't want to just at the end try to beat all these teams at home or all that stuff, but our kids want to win every section game. They've been very successful. They know what it takes, and we know that Gateway is going to give their best game. We want to match if Gateway plays with desperation, our kids 100% are going to match that too, because every game is important to us. So we're trying to be 5-0 in this section, and these kids know how important every game is.
Individually, Notorious Grooms an opportunity with 17 points tonight to move into second place all-time among Uniontown scorers behind Terrence Vaughns. Talk about what that means to your program. Have a lot of great players in Uniontown, but for Torrey to have an opportunity to really be second all-time behind Terrence, I think it says a lot for what he's accomplished in the Uniontown uniform.
Oh, yes, it is. And if you look at Torrey may have scored more points as a freshman. Torrey's really become a team-oriented player. His individual accomplishments are something that's great. To be listed on that as a 1,000-point scorer, now that Calvin is and Jameer with him, is great. But Torrey's really... I've been working with Torrey to really look to shoot more, to not give up his 3-point shot. And I thought he made some shots, but he's really looking to pass and set up everybody. So, but again, to have this many points in the Uniontown basketball uniform is something to be proud of. To be second or to be on that list is just an accomplishment. To be that high up on that list is something that he'll remember forever.
Rob, appreciate your time as always. Best of luck against the Gators tonight.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Uniontown head coach Rob Kesmarsky. The Red Raiders taking on the Gateway Gators. Also coverage of Laurel Highlands tonight at home against Albert Gallatin. We'll talk to the head coach of the Mustangs, John Smith, on the Sprouts Insurance Group. Pregame show continues right after this.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing head coach Rob Kesmarsky and the Uniontown boys basketball team a great season.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Voted best in Fayette for auto body repair. Family owned and operated for 61 years, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly, waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. To bring your vehicle over to Silva, call 724-437-2351. Now, Ted Silva proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check out their website at TargetSafetySolutionsLLC.com. Ted Silver, proud to support local high school sports.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township for our families and our future. Good luck to all our local teams. From South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joe B's Golf. That's where. Joe B's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Basin Boulevard. Joe B's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for 50 years. Joe B's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and it's a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Boys High School basketball on WMBS tonight. Uniontown on the road at Gateway. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin. Joining us now, Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. And John, you played a tight first half last time out against Franklin Regional. Unfortunately, kind of collapsed in that third quarter against the Panthers, and they were able to pull away in the second half to get the win.
Yeah, I thought, I think it was a 2-point game at half, 25-23. And, you know, going back, watching the film, watched some of the film with the boys last night, it was almost like there was a lid on the basket. You can't score 5 points in a quarter and expect to win. We didn't take a lot of bad shots, in my opinion. We didn't have a lot of forced or even unforced turnovers. It was just, it happened to be one of those games where things just, you know, kind of didn't go our way. And just couldn't buy a basket there in the third, and unfortunately, we couldn't overcome it.
They're back at it tonight against Albert Gallatin. They've been able to pick up a couple of conference wins this year. New head coach and Spencer Mackey. Your thoughts on the matchup with the Colonials?
Yeah, definitely. You know, AG is always going to be a competitive team. You know, I'm very familiar with, you know, most of their players. The JJ Boy and Shamir will be their point guard. I think I had the opportunity to meet the new coach at the referees meeting earlier this season, but other than that, I really haven't had much interaction with him. So I'm sure it's going to be a competitive game tonight, and looking forward to playing.
Yeah, always nice to get two Fayette County teams together as well.
Well, definitely. You know, I always, you know, obviously AG tonight, and then Uniontown on Friday. You know, very exciting week for us. It's nice. You know, you're playing, you know, semi-local games. You're not taking that hour-and-a-half bus ride. So I always, you know, I like the rivalry games. You know, you never know what could happen. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
Coach, appreciate your time as always. Best of luck against Albert Gallatin. We'll see you out there tonight.
Thanks, Brian.
That's our Highlands head coach John Smith. We'll hear from Spencer Mackey, the head coach of the Albert Gallatin Colonials, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction
Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183. Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Hi, it's attorney Rob Harper from Radcliffe Martin Law. As some of you may know, I served as a public defender for 3 years and an assistant district attorney for 7 years right here in Fayette County. I'm now using that experience to represent people accused of crimes. So if you find yourself in that unfortunate situation and need someone who knows how things are done on both sides of the courtroom, give me a call and see if we can put my expertise to work for you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
Brian Rosek back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys high school basketball on WMBS tonight. Uniontown on the road at Gateway. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin, being joined now by Spencer Mackey, the head coach of the Albert Gallatin Colonials. And Spencer, your first year here at AG. Talk about the transition process so far.
I mean, yeah, it's been new and a learning experience for sure, but I think it's been going well so far. I'm learning a lot of stuff as I go, and I think I'm teaching the kids a lot, and, they're teaching me some stuff too. But I'm trying to implement a lot of stuff that I did at college at West Virginia, kind of into the works here at AG, so it's been good.
Despite the fact you're 7-4 overall and you've won a couple of conference games, you think you're still kind of under the radar right now in the WPIAL?
Yeah, we're still working out the kinks. I think we've put together 2 real good games. They've been good games in spurts. We just haven't put together like a collective 4-quarter real good game yet, but I think that it's starting to head that way.
Some of the thoughts of Spencer Mackey, the head coach of the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Get Albert Gallatin in action tonight on the road at Laurel Highlands. You can also listen to the Uniontown Gateway game, that game both on the radio and on Facebook Live. And we'll have this date in Uniontown basketball history for you next when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Hart, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top-quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority. Boys high school basketball action on WMBS tonight. The Uniontown Red Raiders on the road at Gateway taking on the Gators on the WMBS Facebook page. You could watch the Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Time now for this date in Uniontown basketball history. Uniontown all-time 19-4 on January the 7th, going back 98 years ago to January the 7th, 1927. Uniontown lost at Southmoreland by a score of 12-10. Harry Johnson scored 7 of the 10 for the Red Raiders. On this date back in 1938, Uniontown won a squeaker at Charleroi 23-22, led by Paul Dean with 10 points. On this date back in 1941, Uniontown defeated Greater Latrobe 33-20. Bill Case with 9 for the Red Raiders. On this date back in 1944, Uniontown defeated Norwin 35-27. Charlie Murray led Uniontown with 17 points. On this date back in 1955, Uniontown defeated Greensburg 61-60, led by Giza Lux with 19 points. On this date back in 1955, Uniontown defeated Hempfield 80-47. Mel Freeman and Sandy Stevens had 24 points apiece. On this date back in 1964, Uniontown defeated Denora 85-42, led by Stu Lance with 17. On this date back in 1966, Uniontown defeated Belle Vernon 92-55. Wilfred Minor led the Red Raiders with 22. Ray Parson scored 20. On this date back in 1972, Uniontown defeated York 76-72, led by Alan Hackney with 22 points. On this date back in 1975, Uniontown defeated Mount Pleasant 82-55, led by Dana Perno with 17. On this date back in 1977, Uniontown won at York 83-46, led by Paul Epps and Kevin Mildren, who scored 14 points apiece. On this date back in 1983, Uniontown was defeated by Connellsville by a score 58-54. Chris Frizzell had 20 points for Uniontown. On this date back in 1986, Uniontown won at Ringgold 63-58. Perry Frizzell had 20 for Uniontown. On this date back in 1992, Uniontown defeated Tri-Valley 86-57, led by Kevin Kozub with 21, and I believe that Uniontown assistant Ware Gladman actually played against Uniontown on that Tri-Valley team. On this date back in 2000, Uniontown lost at Peters Township by a score of 65-58. De'Aaron Jenkins led Uniontown with 16. On this date back in 2005, Uniontown won at Greater Latrobe 76-69, led by Quindale Dean with 24 points. On this date back in 2011, Uniontown defeated York 78-64. Samori Skeeter Wilson had 23 for Uniontown. On this date back in 2015, Uniontown defeated West Mifflin 74-51, led by Jeremy Perkins with 18 points. And on this date back in 2020, Uniontown defeated Ringgold 71-62. Jameer Richardson had 25 for Uniontown. That's this date in Uniontown basketball history. The Red Raiders in action tonight at Gateway. Also coverage on the WNBS Facebook page of Laurel Highlands taking on Albert Gallatin. We'll get you out to your game next here on WNBS.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services, located on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, is here for your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. They offer new PA and Maryland plates and West Virginia title applications. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays 10 to 8:30, Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Welcome back to Gateway High School in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Joshua Scully alongside Tony Hanula. Bill Dice behind the camera. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Gateway Gators just a few moments away now from tip-off. We want to thank our pregame show sponsor, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and insurance agent David Hughes. They got you ready for tonight's game and are located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. We also want to thank our video stream sponsors tonight, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill, Plaza in Uniontown, Mom Maruca's Pizza. Now we're ready for our starting lineups, brought to you tonight by SWGI Specialists, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown, a different name, but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities, wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. And Tony, right now we know for certain the Uniontown Red Raider lineup. We're waiting on the Gateway Gators lineup, and I think we have a light show here to look forward to as well.
Yeah, they do it up here when they introduce their starters. Got a big light here and put the spotlight on them and do a pretty nice job. But let's start out. We'll give you the Uniontown starters as of now. So the Uniontown Red Raiders come in 9-3 overall, 4-0 in Section 1-5A play. Their head coach, Mr. Rob Kizmarski, in his 23rd year. His assistant coach is Mr. Ware Gladman. Their starters for tonight will be number 00, Notorious Grooms, a 5'10 senior guard. Number 2, Calvin Winfrey, a 6-foot senior guard. Number 3, Aiden Kiefer, a 6'6 senior center. Number 10, Kellen Milsom, a 6'2 senior forward. And number 11, Isaac Ellsworth, a 5'10 junior guard. Kind of interesting, too, Josh. I was looking at stats. Ellsworth has knocked down 42 three-pointers so far this year.
He's
just incredible. Shooting lights out and having a great year. Came in averaging 15.8 points a game.
And he might want to be careful here, Tony. You and I have personally seen Isaac Ellsworth shoot some that could have nearly touched the moon. Here inside Gateway High School, they do have some fixtures on the ceiling that are a bit lower. So that moon ball shot that he likes to take, he may want to be just a bit careful with that tonight.
Got some speakers hanging out upstairs here, so it's one of those things where he might have to be a little bit careful, but it's one of those things, if he comes out hot, the Red Raiders looking for a good start, and that might be the key to it.
We want to thank you for joining us tonight. If you're joining us via the live stream, again, our live stream sponsors, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill Plaza in Uniontown, and Mom Maruca's Pizza. If you're joining us via the radio, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, thank you. We've got another C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network when we come back in just a moment.
Chris Parker Jr., Santa's gone. The year is ending. What's happening at Autoland?
Santa may be gone, but winter weather and the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event are still here. It's a great time to purchase that all-wheel drive you've been wanting. Plus, Autoland's year-end sales event means great dealer incentives on every vehicle sold this month.
I'm listening.
Each vehicle has $500 to $4,000 off, such as $4,000 off a 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe all-wheel drive with third-row seating when you finance with HMS. Or take advantage of 0% financing for 48 months on Santa Fe's and Tucson. You can also lease a 2025 Tucson SC all-wheel drive for $269 per month. Just see us for details.
Plus Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and 3-year, 36,000-mile complimentary maintenance with every new Hyundai purchase. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, or online at AutolandHyundai.com.
Happy holidays from all of us at Autoland Hyundai. where you always pay less to drive the best.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Hard work, respecting others, and being a good team member are values that South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott knows well. Whether he's running a machine, repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is working every day to keep residents safe, maintain the strength of our local businesses, and enhance the quality of life in South Union Township for our families and our future. Good luck to all our local teams. From South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Your local station, WMBS, and now the WMBS Weather Watch for all of southwest Pennsylvania. Right now we're at 22 degrees with the overnight low down to 11 above, going up to 24 with a chance of some light snow early in the day Wednesday. Tomorrow, the low tomorrow night down to 16, 24 Thursday, Friday at 30, 32 on Saturday, up to 35 with cloudy skies on Sunday and Monday at 35. Right now we're at 22 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Feels like we're 12 above at 7:27 on this Tuesday evening. High school basketball on the way in just a bit. We'll take you back out to Josh and Tony as we get ready for Uniontown and Gateway on the way just in a bit on WMBS.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1 year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated approximately 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back to Gateway High School here on WMBS. Joshua Scully alongside Tony Hanula. The Gateway Gators are on the floor alongside the Uniontown Red Raiders. Gateway in white, gold, and black tonight. The Uniontown Red Raiders and maroon and white. And Tony, you have that Gateway Gators starting lineup for us.
Yes, I do. I'll go through it real quick, Josh. We got Nehemiah Nichols, number 0, number 4, Jax Voveris, number 12, Mikkel Bruce McCroman, number 13, Jacob Chris Settles, And number 40, Paul Nacho, with the starters for Gateway here tonight.
Thank you very much, Tony. Those brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. Uniontown Red Raiders win the tip, and it's Uniontown's basketball. And we're going to have an early whistle here on an offensive foul.
They called Aiden Kiefer with an illegal screen. So that's going to be his first, team first.
And that will bring the first possession for the Uniontown Red Raiders to a conclusion. Now Gateway's going to work against the press. Big throw all the way down the floor, attacking from the short corner of the Gators. And it's a good basket, very nicely done by number 12, Mikhail Bruce McCrommon. And that's a name that we're expecting to say early and often here at Gateway High School. The Gators tonight under the direction of Alvis Rogers. He's assisted by Vernon Benson, Edward Malai, Kirk Bruce, and Chaz McCrommon. Big pass coming the other way for the Uniontown Red Raiders. Working off the sideline, Isaac Ellsworth. He's going to move it to Winfrey in the short corner. Winfrey wants to drive now here across the block. Goes up and he's blocked. The Gators get the ball under control. It's going to be Bruce McCrommon across the timeline. And Bruce McCrommon going to work here against Winfrey. McCrommon listed at 6'5". So some height here for the Gators on the floor. They've also got Paul Nacho in the game, a 6'6" center. On the attack now down the lane. The Gators going to be turned around. Good defense and a takeaway here by Notorious Grooms. Grooms wants the center lane. Little pass ahead to Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey goes up for two. Can't get it. But Grooms on the second chance lays it down. Grooms maybe looking for the assist there initially, Tony. He does lead the team in that category.
Leads the team in assists, rebounds, and is second in scoring.
Coming back the other way is the very dangerous Mikhail Bruce McCrommon, the junior, has already had his name called out here a few times at Gateway High School. And the Uniontown Red Raiders now are going to work against a little pressure coming the other way in a game that is 4-2 here out of the gate in favor of the Gators. Coming back toward us now is going to be Ellsworth on our wing on the drive across the block, goes up off the glass, and he will be fouled. And I believe, Tony, they're going to have Jacob Settles, the 6'1 junior guard and forward here.
Yeah, and a good take right there by Ellsworth. They kind of opened up. Gateway's in a man-to-man defense, and Uniontown spread the floor a little bit. Ellsworth had the lane. He was able to take Settles in and draw the foul.
Ellsworth among the leading scorers for this Uniontown Red Raider team, and very good from the foul line. The first one on its way, and perfect. 4-3 now, the Gateway Gators advantage. Gateway coming into this one, a 5-5 record, although they've done pretty well in Section 5A Section 1. The Uniontown Red Raiders, of course, undefeated within their section. Ellsworth gets both, and the game is tied at 4 with 6:08 to play. Coming back the other way, it's going to be Bruce McCrommon across the timeline. Wants a little pass ahead here to Settles. Settles going to pop one out. No good on the shot, and the rebound escapes a couple of Gators, and it's seized by Calvin Winfrey. And Winfrey is going to rush down the floor. He leads everybody down and lays it in for two. Very nicely done by Calvin Winfrey. Coming back the other way. The Gators looking to get that basket back. They're going to look inside here to Vavoris, and he will knock one down. 6-6 your score. Jax Vavoris, the 5'10 junior guard, ties the game at 6. Coming back the other way, the Gators again offering some pressure, but it's going to be Ellsworth with the three off the wing, and he knocks it down as the Red Raiders pass through the press. And it's 9-6 now with 5:27 to play.
Yeah, nice play. I'm sorry there, Josh. Yeah, just a nice play to beat that press.
Yes, and Ellsworth did not hesitate on the shot. He knew he wanted that one. Now here's an inside look to Nacho, and Nacho was going to draw a foul against Calvin Winfrey. And I'll tell you what, Tony, as we're looking at this Gators team, Paul Nacho, the 6'6 senior, he's also quite wide. He's got some real size inside.
Yes, he does. And that's the thing. Calvin was trying to get position on him and just kind of pushed him underneath. He got called for his first foul, and there's a turnover.
And here's some great defense here inside by Aiden Kiefer. Inbound pass to the far block. Nacho not able to handle it. Kiefer there to close him out. And now the Red Raiders are coming back the other way. Ellsworth working here against Nehemiah Nichols on the far wing. Nichols, little hand check. Ellsworth going to shrug him off. Move it high post to Kiefer. Kiefer now top of the key. Hands it off to Grooms. Grooms with some space to shoot from three land. Way out there. No good. Kiefer going to pull down the rebound. Goes back to Grooms. Inside look now. Nice move by Milsom. There is not a whole lot the Gateway Gators could do to stop number 10, Kellen Milsom, inside there, high off the glass for two, 11-6. Now the Uniontown Red Raiders offering some pressure. Big pass down off the middle peg to Nacho. He's going to move it back outside. Ball inside now to Vavoris in the lane. He goes up for two, no good. Nacho tips the rebound out. And trying to put one up there is number 13, Settles, no good. Finally, the Uniontown Red Raiders sees a defensive board. Coming back the other way is Grooms. He's going to slow down the charge. Move it on the far sideline to Milsom. Back to Grooms on the wing. Grooms on the drive. Across the middle peg goes to Kiefer. Kiefer going to lose control of the pass to Settles. Settles moves it over to Bruce McCrommon, and McCrommon is going to lose the pass right in front of his bench, and that's going to draw the ire of a couple of Gateway Gator coaches, Tony.
Well, going to draw the ire, but looked like Mike Gaffney, the referee, kind of got in the way a little bit there. So fortunate for Uniontown, they're giving Mike a hard time on the Gateway bench. But one of those things, he just didn't give a whole lot of room. Was in good position to referee, but not for Gateway.
I think you're exactly right. I do believe that's what happened too. Checking in now, Cam Dugan on the drive off the wing. He's going to be blocked by Nacho, and the rebound's going to be gathered up. Coming back the other way is the Gators. Here's Bruce McCrommon pulling up for a jumper off the elbow. No good. Rebound goes to Ellsworth. Also checking in for the Gateway Gators, number 2, Dyson Harper, the 6'1 senior forward. Ellsworth going to move to Winfrey. Winfrey wide open center lane. Goes over top of Nacho. No good off the back of the rim. Nacho's going to pull down the rebound. And coming back the other way now is Jax Vavoris. Vavoris going to get some trouble from Notorious Grooms. We saw Notorious Grooms take the basketball off of several McKeesport Tigers, and he's trying to do the same right now. He is all over Vavoris. Vavoris cut off middle peg. Little pass to Nacho. Nacho up for 2, and the big man is going to pick up 2 points, and it's 11-8 now with 3:28 to play here in the first quarter. Coming back the other way, Cam Dugan across the timeline. Goes middle lane to Milsom. Milsom on the drive. Up over top of Nacho. No good. Rebound pulled down. Dyson Harper. Harper going to keep this one himself. Now he outlets to Bruce McCrommon. McCrommon pulls up a long 2. Call that one about a 16-footer. No good. Rebound goes to Winfrey. Winfrey coming back the other way. Sees a room down the middle. Going to take it the whole way up off the glass. No good. And the big man Nacho another rebound. He goes to Bruce McCrommon. One more ahead now to Dyson Harper. Harper wide open. Inside won't go. It rolls out and the rebound is pulled down by Milsom. Big pass now to Grooms coming back the other way on the near wing. And Grooms is going to be hit as he throws. And the pass intended for Ellsworth is going to get away and go out of bounds, and the Uniontown Red Raiders, I believe, will keep possession. Head coach Rob Kizmarski yelling out the play call here as Groom steps across the baseline to send this one in just next to the Essen Gators. Big pass out to Milsom. Milsom leaps up almost a part of a tight end or wide receiver there and seizes it with one hand. Now he goes to Winfrey, back to Milsom, top of the key. Milsom going to move it to Grooms right in front of the Gators bench. One more pass to the corner, and Winfrey now back up top to Grooms. Grooms with Vavoris right with him, goes to Ellsworth on our wing, now back to Grooms on the far wing. Little pitch and catch here between him and Ellsworth. Ellsworth across the top of the key goes to Grooms. One more to Winfrey in the corner. Now the Uniontown Red Raiders, Tony, I think, are just sizing up the Gateway Gators and enjoying a very long possession.
Well, not a bad thing to get a good shot like that, although Ellsworth didn't knock it down, but still being patient, taking a little time off the clock.
Rebound pulled down by McKell. Bruce McCrommon. He's got a big pass ahead here to Vavoris, who wants the 3 ball, and that one will rattle down for 3. It's 11-11 here with 2:07 to play, and the Gateway Gators right now going toe-to-toe with a section opponent here in the Uniontown Red Raiders. The Red Raiders, of course, have not lost to any team in the section yet, and the Gateway Gators, as we shared during the pregame show, have seen a couple of the teams that the Uniontown Red Raiders have not seen in Franklin Regional and Laurel Highlands, and they have beaten those teams. So the Red Raiders here trying to find out exactly where they fit in the section. Is it at the top? And the Gateway Gators want to know the same. Here's Milsom. Little turnaround jumper from the middle peg. It's good. 13-11 is your score, 1:35 to play. And now the Gators are going to get some more serious pressure here from Uniontown. Grooms going to cut off Bruce McCrommon. He goes to Vavoris. A big pass ahead, and squaring up for a 3 is Settles. This one no good off the base of the rim. Winfrey is going to tip the rebound away from Nacho. Nicely done to Ellsworth, and it comes right back to Winfrey now on our sideline. Winfrey, little crossover, goes to Ellsworth. Here's a deep 3. He shot that one from downtown Monroeville, but no good. I was going to say, Tony, there's 28,000 people in Monroeville, and I think Ellsworth shot that one over all 28,000 of them. He was way outside, but off the base of the rim, no good.
Yeah, off the base of the rim and hit the support, so Gateway to take possession. We're seeing a pretty good game right now, and we figured it would be tight. Both of these teams look pretty good early.
Very good. Checking in here, Daniel Bazasevich for the Gateway Gators and Anthony Sheffy for the Uniontown Red Raiders. It's going to be Bruce McCrommon off the wing. Little pass inside, going to be too hot to be handled by Tyson Harper, and the ball is taken away by the Uniontown Red Raiders. Here's Winfrey on the wing on the attack. Goes middle of the paint, pulls up for a baby jumper and knocks it down. 15-11, 48 seconds to go. I'm sure that number 2, Dyson Harper, going to wish he could have a chance to receive that pass again. Bruce McCrommon turning around here, middle peg, turns around for 2, and he knocks it down. Beautiful shot 15-13, 35 seconds to play. Coming back now, the Uniontown Red Raiders maybe thinking that they could get the last shot here as Calvin Winfrey is going to direct traffic, and he moves Grooms across the baseline. Grooms is going to switch with Milsom. Pass comes to our wing to Ellsworth. Now to Grooms, high post, little handoff to Ellsworth. Deep three again, top of the key, no good. Rebound pulled down by Dyson Harper. 16 seconds on the clock. Pushing it the other way here is Bruce McCrommon. He's going to lose the basketball. Picked up by number 2, Dyson Harper. Grooms right there with him. The ball is going to move out to the top of the key, then back to Harper on a long 2. No good. Rebound Winfrey. 3 seconds on the clock. Winfrey goes to Grooms. Grooms going to shoot the deep 3 off the side of the rim. No good. And after 1 quarter of play, your score is the Uniontown Red Raiders 15 and the Gateway Gators 13. We'll step aside here for a moment on WMBS.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Casey Sports Cafe, located at 243 southbound Vernon Avenue, Uniontown, and owned and operated by the Vernon family, has new winter hours. Casey's will be open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4, Saturday and Sunday from 7 to 3. Come to Casey's for great new menu items, including soup and sandwiches and dinner entrees. Casey's can also help you cater your next event. For more information, phone 724-550-4126. Casey's would also like to thank everyone who voted them Best in Fayette for Best All-Around Restaurant, Breakfast and Value Eats, and runner-up for Diner and Lunch Spot.
Welcome back to Gateway High School in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Joshua Scully alongside Tony Hanula. We've got a very exciting edition of the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS for you tonight and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. It is a 2-point game as the second quarter gets underway. Gateway Gators basketball. They're going to move it our way. Working right to left are the Gateway Gators in their white, gold, and black uniform. Bruce McCrommon moving away from us. Ball going to cycle around to Daniel Bazasevic. Moving it back our way, settles. Goes to Asan Wallace, who just checked in. Wallace on the drive, goes up for 2 off the glass, and the 5'9" sophomore guard has 2 points for the Gateway Gators, and that ties the game as Calvin Winfrey takes the far sideline, working here against the Gateway Gators. Across the top of the key, moves it to Grooms. Grooms momentarily cut off by Harper, works it all the way to the block, pops it out to Ellsworth. Ellsworth going to bring it all the way out, and he's going to reset the play with Calvin Winfrey now on the far sideline. A little bit of movement here from Aiden Kiefer, who flashes top of the key, hands it off to Grooms. Grooms working against this Gateway defense, and the Gators offering a pretty good resistance right now. Here's a pass to Milsom. Milsom drives the lane up for 2, and Kellen Milsom goes up over 2 of Bazasevic and lays down that shot to give the Red Raiders the lead back 17-15. Now Harper swinging it around. Ball comes our way. Bazasevic on the near wing. And this pass going back up top to Wallace is stolen, tipped away, and it's good. What a great attack there for the Uniontown Red Raiders. Calvin Winfrey all the way. Knew he had that one, laid it down for 2. It's 19-15, and when the Uniontown Red Raiders can do that, Tony, you know good things will happen.
Yeah, good defense there by Calvin to step in the passing lane, tip it away, and get the layup on the other side.
And we've got a collision now here between Calvin Winfrey and the very good Mikkel Bruce McCrommon for this Gateway Gators team. And I believe we're going to have the ball coming in off the baseline. Settles is going to switch out for Nacho. And the ball will come in from Wallace right on the G in Gators. Big pass all the way back out to near the timeline to Bruce McCrommon. Off the screen from Nacho. He's going to pull up the long 2. This one no good off the side of the rim. Nacho's over the back there, I believe, Tony, over top of Kiefer.
No, I was going to say perfect position there by Kiefer for that rebound. And Nacho, you're right, just climbed his back. And let's go back to that was the second foul on Calvin Winfrey, so he's going to have to be careful. Pick that up with about 6:30 to go here in the second quarter.
And still over 6 minutes to go. Notorious Grooms across the timeline. Harper waits for him. He moves it to Kiefer, top of the key, now to Ellsworth. Ellsworth brings it our way to Winfrey. Winfrey for 3, and that was a beautiful shot. Great pass, great shot, directly through the net. No doubt about that one. With 6:02 to play, the Uniontown Red Raiders now hold a 7-point lead, their largest of the evening. Coming this way is Wallace. Wallace going to be cut off by Ellsworth, and Wallace needs some help. He's going to go to Harper. Harper, short corner now, middle peg, floats one up for 2, and he'll get it. Good work there by number 2, Dyson Harper, the 6'1 senior, just finding some space to shoot. The Uniontown Red Raiders were not affording very much there. Kiefer, top of the key, little handoff here to Ellsworth. Ellsworth sizing up Wallace. Is going to go to Winfrey, and off the screen, Winfrey's got lots of room. Floats one up for 2 over top of Nacho, no good. And the rebound here is going to be pulled down by Harper, and then Harper, I believe, is fouled. We're going to have Notorious Grooms on the hold, and it will be Gateway Gators basketball. Stepping out will be number 2, Dyson Harper. He's going to stand right on the R in Gators on the baseline and send this in to number 3, Daniel Bozasevic. And Bozasevic goes back across to Wallace. Wallace working here against Ellsworth off the screen from Nacho. Loses the basketball, and it's taken away by Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey now going to lead the charge 1-on-2. Calvin finally turns around at the last moment, fires a pass out to Ellsworth. Now it comes back around our way to Milsom for 3, and yes, Kellen Milsom knocks down the big 3. And it's 25-17, now an 8-point lead for the Uniontown Red Raiders. Wallace across the timeline will size up Ellsworth. Screen here from Harper. Calvin Winfrey going to trade with him and pick him up. Inside look to Nacho, no good. Good defense there by Aiden Kiefer again, as Tony pointed out earlier, using that body. Coming back the other way now, Notorious Grooms floats one up over top of Nacho, no good. The rebound is going to get away from everybody and be awarded to the Gators, Tony.
Yeah, nice job there by Kiefer defensively to just keep Nacho away. Kind of forced him to go baseline a little bit and couldn't reach around to get it to the basket, and good defense by him. But on the other side, probably a shot that Notorious Grooms would want to have back. Just kind of tossed that up there a little bit, but now Gateway's going to trigger it in.
Gateway Gators, some rested legs back on the floor. Viveris back on the floor along with Nichols and Settles. So 3 returning players here for the Gateway Gators. We saw all of these players in the first period. 4:30 to play. Viveris going to keep this one way out away from Winfrey. Winfrey challenges him, and he moves to his left. He's looking for help, and we're going to have an offensive foul here, Tony.
That's going to be on Nacho. That's going to be his second as well. Trying to set that screen on Calvin Winfrey and just kind of hip-checked him a little bit. So now all of a sudden, Nacho with 2 fouls as well.
They have used Nacho quite a bit to set that screen, and he's usually been successful. Nacho, the 6'6 senior center, takes up a lot of space inside, does a good job for this Gators team. Right now, the Uniontown Red Raiders, though, getting enough help from Aiden Kiefer to keep Nacho under control. Here's Kiefer giving a screen. Winfrey going to lose the ball on the shot. The ball is actually going to go to Nacho, who gets some help on the outlet pass. He's going to move it to Nichols. Nichols one more to Bruce McCrommon for 3, no good. Rebound going to be nearly seized by Ellsworth, but Bruce McCrommon beats him to it, and he's going to reset the play, brings it way back to the score table, and now works to his left across the G at the center of the floor. Pass across now to Nichols. Nichols with Ellsworth right in the shadow, looking for help. He's going to go to Viveris. Viveris up top. One more coming our way to Settles. And back up top, the pass is taken away by Grooms. 1 too many, and he's going to be fouled on his way to the basket. Quick turn of events there, Tony, as the Gators seem to be sizing up the kind of possession that was also eating a few seconds off the clock and maybe getting them some rhythm. Grooms takes the ball away.
Yeah, good job by Grooms to just step in the passing lane. Great anticipation, able to make that steal. And actually, I thought that was a pretty clean block by Viveris on the other side. But Grooms is going to go to the foul line. He's struggled this year, only a 49% free throw shooter.
And the first one is off the front of the rim, no good. The Gateway Gators had really executed quite a few crisp passes, if we could use that word. And the Uniontown Red Raiders, as we know, Tony, do not like that. 1 too many passes, and they're going to take it away. Grooms does get the second shot, and it's 26-17 now in favor of the Uniontown Red Raiders. Coming back, Viveris going to work our sideline against Grooms. Gets a little bit of space to his left. More space, short corner. He's got it all the way to the baseline now, and then turns it aside, moves it up top to Settles. Settles a couple dribbles, goes back to Viveris, top of the key 3. Nothing there except glass. And this rebound, though, is going to stay with the Gateway Gators. Ball off the chest of Calvin Winfrey, and Viveris is going to step out to the G in Gateway and send this one in with 3:15 to play in quarter 2. Viveris, inside look to Bruce McCrommon, and Bruce McCrommon is fouled on his way up.
Aiden Kiefer with the foul there, and not a bad foul. You didn't want to give away that easy layup, and somebody missed the switch because Kiefer was on Nacho there and had him blocked out, but McCrommon able to cut right down the lane, get that easy pass, and go up for the shot and draw a foul.
Bruce McCrommon with the first one on the way. And Tony, I know we'll never be able to share in this one moment everything that we learned about this young man, but his father, who's on the coaching staff here, Chaz McCrommon, is a Robert Morris Hall of Fame basketball player, played professionally in Europe. His grandfather, also on the coaching staff, Kurt Bruce, was a basketball player at Pitt and actually briefly played in the NBA. So some real pedigree here for this young man, to say the least.
Every bit of.
Inside look to Milsom, good on the little jumper there, and Kellen Milsom is having himself a very fine evening here in Monroeville. Coming back the other way now, the Gators rushing right into a double team. Groom's going to force the pass away from the top of the key, and it goes to Bruce McCrommon. Bruce McCrommon going to direct traffic now. He wants help, possibly looking for a screen out of Nacho. Here it comes, and indeed he will get one. He's going to drive to the sideline, launches a jumper, no good, and the rebound is going to be tipped away from Settles by Calvin Winfrey, and the basketball will stay with the Gateway Gators. Stepping out here, Jax Vivaris, the 5'10 junior, will step out. He's going to send it in just next to the G in Gateway off the baseline. It's a big pass out to Bruce McCrommon. Bruce McCrommon now on the drive, goes up for two, is blocked there by Milsom. Basketball going to be saved by Nichols. Then he has it swatted away by Winfrey. Saved again by the Gators. Ball actually ends up with Nehemiah Nichols again, top of the key, moving the ball away from us to Viveris. Viveris drives inside the arc. Little pass inside to Nacho. And Nacho, I think, Tony, when you mention a clean block, I think that looked pretty clean, but they're going to get Calvin Winfrey for his third.
Yeah, and that's his third, and that's a big foul right there. So with, 2:17 to go in this second quarter, does Coach Kazmarski roll the dice and let him stay in, or do you pull him out with 2:17 to go here?
10-point game, 28-18. Nacho first shot. Really unique approach at the foul line there for Nacho, but a beautiful shot goes right down.
You're going to have Cam Dugan check in, so Winfrey is going to take a seat. Probably sit for the rest, this 2:17 of the second quarter.
Nacho, second one too hard. Rebound goes to Ellsworth, and Ellsworth going to be nearly tied up. He escapes, and then he's fouled. And I believe we're going to have number 1, Hassan Wallace, on the foul.
Yeah, Wallace. Yep, just with the reach there, trying to make the steal. So he picks up his first.
2:10 to play here in the half. And it's going to be Notorious Grooms way up top, trying to keep the ball away from Wallace. Wallace pretty spry. Pass across to Ellsworth, and Ellsworth, actually, Tony, he shot that one from Uniontown. He went back home. Even though we have a 2-hour delay tomorrow, he got a head start and shot that one from Fayette Street. It's a big three, 31-19.
Was a big three right there.
Coming back the other way, Settles wants the three, no good. It's going to be Bruce McCrommon with the rebound. He dribbles it out from the short corner to the far corner now and swinging it around. The ball ends up with Wallace. Wallace working against Dugan. Speed versus speed here. Pullback three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound going to be pulled by Settles. He goes to Wallace on the cut. Wallace up for two, and it's good. Over top of a couple outreached arms from Dugan and Kiefer. Wallace found his way through. Coming back the other way, Ellsworth wants one more. Oh my, Tony. When this starts to happen, my goodness, we start to see the snow melting outside when he's shooting like this. Coming back the other way, Wallace for two. No good. Rebound pulled down by Nacho, and Nacho's going to be fouled on his way back up.
I think Nacho's going to pick up this foul on Kellen Milsom. That's going to be his first, but that's the third made three for Ellsworth. And as we mentioned, 45 threes on the year for him. So shooting lights out here at Gateway as well, yeah.
And for those of you who are joining us via the airwaves on 590 AM or 101 FM, as Nacho misses the first shot, Ellsworth is not shooting these from the arc. He's shooting these from the score table and knocking them down. Nacho good on the second shot. Ball with Grooms now coming back the other way, 34-22. Grooms going to beat three Gators across the middle of the floor. Comes to Ellsworth on our side this time. Gateway not giving Ellsworth any space, but he wants the shot anyway, and that one is just off the front of the rim. I thought he had it the whole way. Rebound Milsom, and Milsom going to be fouled on the putback. And Tony, if he had hit that, I know we still have a whole half to play, but I would have said look out because Ellsworth might be setting some records. He was way outside there, had a good-looking shot just off the rim.
Well, we saw him in the first game of the year against Thomas Jefferson, knock down 10. So we've seen him fill it up before.
Foul there against Nacho. That's actually his third.
Yes.
And the first foul shot is no good. Nacho going to get a little breather here as Dyson Harper will check back in. Milsom with one shot to go. 56.5 seconds, 12-point game. Shots on its way. This one going to roll off the rim. No good. Rebound taken by Bruce McCrommon. Bruce McCrommon across the timeline, working here against Milsom. Going to be cut off by Kiefer. He has to pass it out, and it goes to Wallace. Wallace now a big one to our corner, and Viveris. Viveris for three. He is hit by Kiefer on the shot. Kiefer tried to avoid making contact. Not only is the three good, but now we're going to see a foul shot here for an opportunity at a 4-point play, Tony.
So now both bigs for both teams. Kiefer now picks up his third foul, and so does Nacho on the other side. So both of the bigs for both of these teams on the bench for the final 42 seconds of this first half.
And the foul shot is no good. Sheffy is checked in and could not quite grab the rebound. It rolls all the way out. Cam Dugan scoops it up. He goes to Ellsworth. Ellsworth for three. Of course, he hits it. He missed that last one, Tony, just to show that he was, in fact, human.
Yeah.
Coming back the other way now, it's going to be a loose basketball. Dugan picks it up, flips it ahead to Grooms, 37-25. Grooms, one more pass to Sheffy, no good off the glass, but he is going to be fouled on the attack. Sheffy, of course, one of the younger players on this Uniontown Red Raider team, but one that we are very excited about. Young man enjoyed a very fruitful football season, and now he gets a chance to stand at the foul line here and shoot two with 21 seconds to play. First one's on its way, no good off the front of the rim.
Sheffy, also a 50% free throw shooter, 4 for 8 before that shot.
Second one's on its way, also off the front of the rim. Rebound going to be taken by the Gators. They nearly have two players collide and knock themselves out of bounds, but they managed to save it. Viveris coming back the other way to Wallace. Wallace off our sideline, no good on the three, 10 seconds on the clock. Dugan on the rebound. Dugan coming the other way. Going to push it across the timeline and go right past Bruce McCrommon. Goes up for two, no good. Rebound going to get away from Sheffy, and it's going to go to the Gateway Gators, but just 0.2 of a second on the clock now, Tony, before halftime.
Yeah, not much you can do with this. You need 3.3 seconds to even get a shot off, so really they're just going to throw it into play.
Big pass all the way down the floor. Not going to be touched by anybody, but they will run off the remaining 0.2. I think we're going to see that pass perhaps happen again, and it could be Uniontown Red Raider basketball because no player touched that ball.
Correct.
And it will be Uniontown Red Raider basketball from the spot of the previous inbound pass, and they will put 0.2 of a second back on the clock. But I agree with you, Tony. I don't know that a shot, even in the most literal sense, is possible. I know they like the 0.3 of a second even on a tip attempt. Grooms going to float one high to Dugan. Dugan does try to flip the ball back toward the hoop, but the buzzer will sound, and it's 37-25 after one half of play. Hey, don't forget, coming up, we have the halftime show brought to you this evening by Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Our halftime stats will be brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. My partner tonight, Tony Hanula, is working on those for you right now. This is a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network when we come back in just a few minutes.
Uniontown, you've seen prices rise from the dinner table to the pump, but Allstate agent Russ Blejo is seeing ways to save you money on insurance, from starting a new policy to bundling coverage or even driving safely. Russ knows how to maximize your savings. When it comes to seeing ways to save, Russ does it best. So call Russ Blejo today at 724-439-9700. That's 724-439-9700. And you'll be on your way to keeping your money where it belongs, in your wallet. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services, located on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, is here for your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. They offer new PA and Maryland plates and West Virginia title applications. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays 10 to 8:30, Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Hi, I'm attorney Trip Radcliffe of Radcliffe Martin Law. As the senior partner, I've been in the profession for over 40 years. During that time, it's been our privilege to represent clients seriously injured in all types of accidents. We pride ourselves on being able to locate insurance coverage or find claims that others may miss. Give us a call today and let us see if we can help you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
When you need a ride, take the back bus, it'll save you
people use and interact with public transportation services in Pennsylvania is changing through better data and technology, ultimately improving upon efficiency and meeting customer needs. Within the next few months, FACT will be implementing PennDOT's new Fixed Route Intelligent Transportation System, known as FRITS. It is the nation's first statewide Fixed Route Intelligent Transportation System solution. Once it is live and fully operational, riders will be able to use a website or an app to get live updates on service and to see where buses are in real time. Riders will be able to get updates on Google Maps and to use the FRITS trip planning tool to map out fixed route trips. For more information, call the FACT office at 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing head coach Rob Kesmarski and the Uniontown boys basketball team a great season.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Sova shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibration after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403.
Welcome back to Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Gateway High School, Joshua Scully and Tony Honula here with you tonight. Bill Dice behind the camera. The Uniontown Red Raiders lead the Gateway Gators at halftime, 37-25. It is Tuesday, January the 7th. We hope you are warm and safe wherever you are listening to us from tonight. And, of course, happy holidays to any of you out there who are celebrating today. Our halftime show is brought to you by Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Our halftime stats courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. And I'm going to turn it over now to Tony Honula to share those with you.
All right. Thanks, Josh. In that first half, Uniontown, only 4 players in the scoring column, but 2 of them in double figures. You had Isaac Ellsworth with 14 points. He had 3 made threes in that second quarter. Kellen Milsom with 11. 9 points from Calvin Winfrey before he had to sit for the last 2:17 of that first half. And Notorious Grooms with 3 points. They scored 15 in the first, 22 in the second quarter for their total of 37. They were 3 for 8 from the foul line, and they had 5 made threes, 4 of those by Ellsworth. 6 made threes, 4 of those by Ellsworth, 1 by Milsom, and 1 by Calvin Winfrey. On the other side for the Gateway Gators, they were led by Jax Vavoris, who had 8 points. He was followed by Mikkel Bruce McCrawman, who had 7, but 6 of those came in the first quarter. 4 points from Hassan Wallace off the bench, 4 points from Paul Nacho, and a made basket by Dyson Harper. 13 in the first, only 12 in the second for their total of 25. They were 3 for 7 from the foul line, and they had 2 made threes in both of those by Jax Vavoris.
Well, Tony, one thing I think that is especially important about those numbers, Kellen Milsom, sort of the unsung hero so far. Those points that he has scored so far, and you mentioned double digits for him, he has done that a very physical and challenging way, working inside, often where he's been giving up some size. Of course, he did have the one nice 3 off of our wing here, just to the right of the press box where you and I are. But otherwise, he's working inside. And how about Mikkel Bruce McCrawman? a quiet second quarter. If it stays that way, you have to wonder where the Gators' points will come from.
Well, and it was kind of interesting. I don't know if you noticed, Josh, but they originally had Calvin Winfrey guarding McCrommon, which there was a little bit of a size difference there. And they switched and put Milsom on him. And really, it changed the course of the game in that second quarter because they held him to 1 point from the foul line after having 6 in that first half. I'm sorry, in the first quarter. But Milsom did a great job on him defensively.
We do want to share this as well about Mikel Bruce McCrommon. We mentioned this during a foul shot attempt earlier in regards to his father and grandfather, both of whom were on the coaching staff here. He's also got an aunt, Carmen Bruce, who played at Georgetown. His mother, Chelsea Bruce, played at Longwood. And how about this? A great aunt, Jennifer Bruce Scott, is the second all-time leading scorer at Pitt. Regardless if you consider men or women's basketball programs there, you merge those records together, she is the second all-time in the history of the basketball programs there, Tony.
Tell you what, when you have a family reunion, you got a pretty good pickup game with those guys.
I would say so. I mean, that's incredible. Just a huge list here of relatives and relations that have all played basketball at a very high level for this young man. So exciting to see where his future will take him in that regard. Again, your halftime stats today, courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Our halftime show brought to you by Radcliffe Martin Law Firm, the C. Harper Auto Group, High School Sports Night on WMBS, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network will resume in 90 seconds here in Monroeville, Pennsylvania.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Thurby's Riverside Ford is pleased to announce that we've been awarded Ford Motor Company's highest honor, the Ford President's Award for 2023.
The President's Award is only presented to those top-performing Ford dealerships that exhibit quality business practices and Ford's core principles. Dealerships nationwide competed for this honor, but only 10% of all dealerships achieved the 2023 President's Award.
In order to achieve this award, dealers must exceed customers' expectations every day and achieve the highest levels of performance. The pursuit of excellence requires passion, tenacity, and hard work in both sales and service.
The Thurby family and our employees have earned the President's Award 23 times and would like to thank our customers for scoring us the highest in the Pittsburgh region for customer satisfaction. Remember, victories achieved each time a customer translates into a lifelong relationship, and that's a celebration of excellence.
Stop by and experience the Thurby difference. Thurby's Riverside Ford, 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino.
Welcome back to Gateway High School. Joshua Scully and Tony Hanula here on WMBS. It's Uniontown Red Raider basketball to begin quarter number 3. The Raiders now working right to left on your screen. They're in their maroon uniform. The Gateway Gators will be working left to right. They're in their white. And Isaac Ellsworth hit that one so deep. Tony, the Turnpike Commission is going to make him pay a toll for that one. It traveled so far. It's 40-25 here right out of the gate. 7:35 to play in quarter number 3. Viveris, little drive here off the short corner. Did that nicely off the screen. 2 of those points come back. It's 40-27. And now Grooms across the timeline will slow things down here for Uniontown. Let this one develop. He goes Kiefer, top of the key, back to Ellsworth. No way, Tony. Way outside, off the base of the rim. I wanted that one. I know I'm asking for too much. Rebound's going to go here to the Gateway Gators.
They're going to call, well, they're going to warn Ellsworth with a flop after he took that three-pointer. So that's a warning, not a foul. But Ellsworth took a seat after taking that shot, and the referee gave him a little warning there. So something to watch for later on.
Well, he is definitely feeling it. He shot that one from the volleyball 10-foot line, and it nearly went down. Coming back the other way, settles inside, look to Nacho. Nacho, little turnaround here, right up over the rim and in for 2, 40-27. And a good look there from Nacho inside, who's back in the game and playing with 3 fouls, as is Calvin Winfrey, who has the basketball and moves it away from us. Top of the key to Grooms on the far wing. Grooms, little move here. Inside, goes back out to Winfrey on our wing. Winfrey goes right back to Grooms in the corner. And Grooms is going to have this one popped out of his hands by Settles. And it's going to stay with the Uniontown Red Raiders. Grooms will step out and send this one in from the near sideline. 6:39 to play here in quarter number 3. 40-29. Ball goes to Milsom. Milsom, good-looking shot, but it won't stick. Rebound goes out to Milsom. Milsom going to work here out of the corner. He's got Bruce McCrommon with him, and he's going to go to Grooms. Now Grooms looking for some space off the screen from Kiefer. Going to drive the lane over top of Nacho for 2. No good. Rebound pulled down by Bruce McCrommon, and Bruce McCrommon is going to push it the other way. Ahead to Settles. Off the near block. Settles twist and turn. Goes up for 2. No good. And Winfrey just takes the rebound directly away from number 2, Dyson Harper. Drives the other way, and that one is good. Little pass at the very end to Grooms, and Grooms lays it down. 42-29. 6 minutes even now to play. The Red Raiders lead by 13. Settles right across the G here at the center of the court at Gateway High School. Beautiful floor here at Gateway High School. Really nice gymnasium. Moving away from us to the far wing is Dyson Harper. Harper's going to hold it as Ellsworth comes out, gives him a low hand check. Inside pass now to Settles. Settles no good on the jumper. Rebound Nacho, and Nacho's going to be fouled by Kiefer, and that could be bad news for Kiefer, Tony.
And oh no, they're going to call that on Milsom.
Oh.
Wow, interesting. I thought the same thing, though, Josh. I thought it was going to be on Aiden Kiefer, but it's going to be on Milsom. That's only his second. It's going to send Nacho to the line, where he's 2 for 4 tonight. He's got 4 points on the evening.
Nacho sends this one on its way. The Gateway Gators now shooting at the hoop that is right in front of the enormous alligator that is bursting through the wall here at Gateway High School. Really cool artwork to make that happen. Nacho. Second attempt will bounce out, and the rebound, good rebound there by Kiefer. He's going to outlet to Winfrey. Winfrey on the attack, pushes it through to Ellsworth. Now one more to Grooms on the wing for 3. Yes, give Ellsworth the assist, and Grooms with the big shot. 45-29, 5:25 to play here, and quarter number 3. The Gateway Gators across the timeline. Jax Viveris going to work against Grooms. Little step to his left, now cut off on the far wing. He needs help, and he's going to try to force a pass through. He will, and what a good attack there by Bruce McCrommon to take what the defense gave him, driving the baseline and getting that one to go off the glass. And we'll see, Tony, certainly the Gateway Gators will want to get him going here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, he's been quiet since his first quarter, actually, which, as we said, had 6 in the first and only 1 in the second.
Ellsworth, little drive. He'll settle for 2 this time. And off the glass and good. 4:50 to play for Isaac Ellsworth. Another made basket here in this contest. He's having a fine game, 47-31. Coming back the other way, Viveris working against Grooms. Going to get the screen from Nacho. Thought about a shot, pulls it down. Goes to Bruce McCrommon at the top of the key. Bruce McCrommon going to drive across the middle peg. Goes up for 2, and yes. And Mikhail Bruce McCrommon now maybe starting to get hot. He's got 4 consecutive points scored in this basketball game. Coming back the other way, 4 consecutive points for the Gators. That's going to be a shot from Winfrey, no good. Rebound will be pulled down by Settles. He's going to move it ahead to Bruce McCrommon. Bruce McCrommon maybe thinking he wants another shot. Works his way to the block. Turnaround jumper, yes. And Tony, I do think maybe he is starting to heat up. 47-35. Coming back the other way, 4:05 to play here in the third quarter. Grooms going to avoid a few defenders and loop the basketball back our way. Now he pulls it back. Jax Viveris will step out there with him, and Grooms is going to work it away from us to Ellsworth. Ellsworth, one more to Grooms. Grooms thought about a corner pass. Will pull up a 3, no good. Rebound between Milsom and Kiefer. Neither could get 2 hands on it. The ball goes out of bounds. They kind of sandwiched Nacho there, Tony. And I know some of our viewers and listeners maybe haven't had dinner yet, so the last thing I want anyone thinking about is a nacho sandwich. Which sounds delicious.
I was going to say, it doesn't sound bad right about now. But one of those things, good look by Grooms, actually. Nice ball fake to create some space on that 3, but just couldn't get it to go. But had a lot of room there to take that shot.
Cam Dugan in for Uniontown. And the ball now with the Gators on our wing. Inside look here. It's going to be Bruce McCrommon again, but well played. And I think we're going to have a hold called against Milsom. That's a tough call, Tony, because I think he was in really good space there defensively.
I actually thought Bruce McCrommon might have got away with a little walk there, to be honest with you, as he tried to make the move, but now Milsom's going to pick up his 3rd. You're going to see Anthony Sheffy check in and give Milsom a little breather.
Ball will come in from the baseline to Settles for 3. No good off the side of the rim. Little tip-in attempt by the Gators, no good. Rebound goes Bruce McCrommon. He goes out to Harper. Harper no good on the putback. Bruce McCrommon again with the rebound. He goes up for 2 and gets it, and he is fouled, Tony.
Foul on Sheffy, who just checked in. So Sheffy with his 1st. Now McCrommon, 8 in this quarter, 15 for the game. got a chance for the three-point play and cut this into a single-digit lead.
Bruce McCrommon with his father and grandfather, both of whom played basketball professionally on the coaching staff here for the Gateway Gators. Made basket from the foul line, and we've got a full timeout, a 60-second timeout taken by the Gateway Gators here on a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hello, I'm attorney Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We've been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm for your free consultation. The insurance companies are not on your side. Call us today at 724-437-2799. Either myself or an attorney from our office will personally come out and meet with you. If you're in an accident or hurt, call us at Davis & Davis, 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. Let us fight for you.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis' team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook today.
Coming back the other way now for the Uniontown Red Raiders on WMBS from Gateway High School. It's going to be Grooms from the far sideline. Thank you as always for joining us today on what has been a fine game so far. And Grooms nearly has the ball taken away by Wallace, 47-38, 3:12 to play. The score in favor of the Uniontown Red Raiders right now. But Tony, the Gateway Gators have sort of made the third quarter so far their own.
Yes, they have. And I'll tell you what, we've got a ball game here right now.
Cam Dugan going to try to go to Sheffy, but the ball is going to be overthrown and taken away by Settles, who's going to be blocked and then fouled by Sheffy from behind as he goes up. And Sheffy is certainly going to be charged here. He will be. That is his second. And Settles will step up to the foul line. Jacob Settles, the 6'1 junior, who's listed at guard and forward, will shoot two. The Gateway Gators now have the deficit back to a single-digit number. It is 9 points. Make that 8 on a perfect foul shot.
Number 10, Kellen Milsom.
I was gonna just bring that up. I mean, how long does Coach K go without Milsom in the lineup? Because he's done a great job defensively for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, Milsom has been really, really incredible tonight inside. He's created so much space for this Uniontown Red Raider offense, just using his body to move around, whether it be Nacho or Bruce McCrommon. Coming back the other way now, Ellsworth to Milsom. They move it back out to Winfrey. Winfrey's going to reset the play and work against Bruce McCrommon. Nice move to beat Bruce McCrommon. Floats one up, and he's going to be fouled just as he leaves the floor, and I think they're going to get Wallace here, Tony.
Yeah, they are. They're going to get Hassan Wallace for his second foul. And Calvin Winfrey saw a little crease there after he kind of shook McCrommon.
Yes.
Tried to drive baseline, but fortunate to pick up the charge there. I'm sorry, the block, and not pick up a charge for his fourth foul.
47-40, first foul shot no good from Calvin Winfrey. He will get a second here. Notorious Grooms and Cam Dugan will occupy the middle slots. Second shot on its way. That one's perfect. 48-42, 42 to play. The Uniontown Red Raiders now lead by 8. This third quarter, though, has favored Gateway thus far. Inside look here, Harper from the elbow. Going to work it inside here. Settles, little turnaround shot off the glass, no good. Rebound going to be momentarily had by Calvin, but then taken away. I believe that was Settles on the shot, no good. And Milsom going to get the rebound this time. He gets it to Calvin Winfrey. To Grooms, one more to Ellsworth. Ellsworth for three. Yes, and Tony, he shot that one just for you in your corner. It's another 3 points out of Tony's corner down here where we can barely see. Good shot. Coming back the other way. The Gateway Gators get two. 51-42. Now Ellsworth going to shoot one for me, and he will, Tony, off our wing. 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter, 54-42, and Isaac Ellsworth is putting on a clinic outside the arc. Inside look here to Harper. Ball nearly taken away by Calvin Winfrey. 1:51 to play here in the third quarter. Don't forget, after the game today, we're going to have our post-game show brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy. That's formerly Peacham Pharmacy. Ball coming in off the baseline. Big pass going to be picked off by Notorious Grooms, and he's going to step out of bounds just across the sideline as he grabs it. And, Tony, you know, Notorious had a great season in our secondary on the football field. He looked the part there as he leapt up and seized the ball out of the air.
Yes, he did. He did a great job. Just couldn't keep the foot in bounds. Almost had another steal.
Wallace coming back the other way, now going to the sideline with a three-point look, and it's a good one there by Jax Vivaris. He knocks it down, and it's 54-45, so back to a 9-point game coming back. Now here's Milsom going to work the baseline off the pass from Dugan, and he'll be fouled by Wallace on his way up. Good attack there by Milsom, who has played the sort of game that anyone who is watching this game from the seats has to love, because Milsom is doing so much of the heavy lifting for this team so far tonight.
Yes, he is, and that was a great move right there. Got McCrawman in the air with the ball fake and just took baseline, and then picked up the foul on Wallace. So now Milsom 1 for 3 on the night from the foul line. He's got 12, trying to make it 13. And you're going to have Settles take a seat, and Bozasevic coming back in for a little time here. Probably going to give Settles the time for the rest of this quarter, minute 34 to go.
Second shot from Milsom, also good, 56-45. Ball will be moved into Wallace. Wallace across the timeline. Going to try to split defenders here. Passes through to Bozasevic out of the corner. No good on that three-point look, and the rebound's going to be seized by Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey going to lead the charge, takes the center lane, drives in, pop-out pass to Grooms now on the wing. Grooms, nice fake, drives in, lays into Notorious Grooms. Just as smooth can be, and it's 58-45 with a minute 07 to play here in quarter number 3. Coming back the other way, the Gators looking for an answer. They move it top of the key now away, far sideline to Bruce McCrawman. Bruce McCrawman will come our way to Wallace. One more big pass to Bozasevic, and now they bring it to our far corner to our right of the press box here to Harper, and they loop it back around, go all the way around, swinging it around to Wallace for 3, no good. Rebound Ellsworth. Ellsworth wanted to outlet to Winfrey, and the ball is going to be knocked off of Winfrey's leg by a charging number 2, Dyson Harper. Harper got a hand in, the ball bounces off of his hand and then off of Winfrey, and it will be Gators basketball from the baseline. 58-45, 44 seconds to play. Inbound pass here, right into the paint to Harper, up off the glass for 2, no good. Rebound is going to be out of bounds. It will stay with the Gateway Gators. And Tony, until about a few minutes ago, I didn't know if maybe both of these teams had agreed no timeouts in this game, because surprisingly, we've only seen one taken so far.
That's exactly right. We've got a quick game here, no doubt about it. It's 8:21, and we're almost near the end of the third quarter.
Wallace to Bruce McCrawman, back to Wallace in the corner, now to Harper on the drive through the paint, no good. Harper gets his own board, and what a battle from Dyson Harper, the 6'1 senior. The forward Dyson Harper doing a really good job inside, getting those 2 points to stick. 58-47, 18 seconds to play. Calvin Winfrey going to slow it down here as he crosses the timeline, goes to Grooms. Grooms fakes the shot, drives in. Last minute dish to Milsom, who lays it in for 2. And Notorious Grooms, who's been dropping dimes all season, offers us up 10 more cents. Coming back the other way, Bruce McCrawman. Look to the sideline now here, no good on that deep shot by number 10, Ian Woods, who had just checked in for the Gateway Gators. That's going to do it for quarter number 3, 60-47 in favor of the Uniontown Red Raiders here on a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We'll step aside for 60 seconds.
This is Dr. Alyssa Lorenz of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Common issues like difficulty with swallowing, frequent heartburn, recurrent abdominal pain, bowel habit problems, and rectal bleeding are often easily diagnosed and treated. Dr. Calabrese, Stokes, Hoppy, and I are local gastroenterologists that are here to help. For more information, call our Uniontown office at 724-437-7677.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruca's Pizza, located on Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruca's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruca's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarucaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Welcome back to Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Joshua Scully alongside Tony Hanula and Bill Dice. They just had the T-shirt toss and what appears to be a softball toss here at Gateway High School. And we've got a couple of people even on the Uniontown side who are recipients, which is really nice to see. 8 minutes put back on the clock for quarter number 4. We want to thank our graphic sponsor tonight, South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. Thank you again as our graphic sponsor. The Gateway Gators have 13 points to make up. They're going to start with an inside look to Harper, who loses the basketball. It is seized by Milsom, who dove on the ground and was then tied up. by Mikhail Bruce McCrommon. We want to thank our video stream sponsors tonight, too. The Shop and Save at Walnut Hill Plaza in Uniontown. Mom Maruca's Pizza, thank you, as always, for all of your support to help make this possible. Calvin Winfrey now back across the timeline. Going to work it away from us all the way back to the score table. And the Uniontown Red Raiders will let the play develop. The ball moves our way to Grooms, who will also pause. Grooms working here against Harper, and he's going to be fouled. A little hand check was a little bit too much from Dyson Harper, and that's going to be the first foul, Tony, of quarter number 4.
Yeah, and the first foul on Dyson Harper as well. And you're right, Uniontown right now just can be deliberate, run some time off the clock. 13-point lead, get some good shots. Just take your time and hopefully get out of Monroeville with a win.
Ball goes to Calvin Winfrey in the backcourt. He'll now bring it back across the timeline. Big pass across to Dugan. Now one more to Milsom. Milsom off the far sideline. Little handoff here to Grooms. And another foul, and I believe they've got Harper again.
Yeah, Harper trying to get aggressive, trying not to let Grooms at least even touch the ball. But he just picked up 2 quick fouls, so he's got to be careful, too.
The Red Raiders will send this one backcourt to Winfrey, and Winfrey has the ball bounced off of his leg by a reaching Settles, and the ball goes out of bounds across the sideline, so it will be Gateway Gators basketball. We saw what the Gators can do offensively in quarter number 3, especially when Mikhail Bruce McCrommon came to life, and here he is shooting again from the paint. No good. Rebound, Milsom. Milsom going to battle Harper, and it is a battle, and they're going to get Milsom. No, they're going to get Harper on the hole.
Yeah, they're going to get Harper with his 3rd foul in
52 seconds.
I was going to say 52
Probably
seconds.
Less than that.
Yeah.
My goodness, that was 3 very quick fouls. The Uniontown Red Raiders go to Grooms. The Gators want to offer some pressure, but Grooms just runs away from everybody and goes to Milsom in the corner. Now back to Grooms on the wing. Grooms going to bring this one back out. The Gators in a very tough man-to-man here, but the Uniontown Red Raiders, again, they're in no hurry, as Tony pointed out. They lead by 13, 6:51 to play. Pass through. This is Cam Dugan for 3. Skips off the base of the rim, no good. Rebound is going to go to Harper, and he will outlet to Viveris. Pass ahead now to Bruce McCrommon, who pulls up for a long 2. This one will rattle out. Good rebound inside, though. My goodness. Good work there by number 13, Jacob Settles, who came out of nowhere. Now the Gators will forget to get back, and it's an easy pass ahead to Grooms.
They're going to call an illegal screen. Yeah.
And that might explain how Grooms was so wide open.
Yeah, they're going to call that on Ellsworth. Ellsworth was kind of just running along and just kind of blocked the defender out all the way around, so they're going to call a moving screen. That's only his first. But more importantly, that knocks the basket off the scoreboard for Uniontown.
60-49. Grooms truly was as wide open as you could be. Coming back the other way, the Gators, little fadeaway jump shot there from Settles, no good. Rebound. Then a pass out to Wallace, no good. Now, this will be Grooms swatting the ball away from Bruce McCrommon, and he throws the touchdown pass to Ellsworth, and Ellsworth goes up for 2, no good. Rebound bounces all the way out to Bruce McCrommon, who comes back the other way, takes the center lane, gets in the paint, works over top of 2 Red Raiders, goes up for 2 and gets it. It is 60-51 with 6 minutes left in this game. Ball goes into Calvin Winfrey, who was then attacked by Settles. Settles just ran right into him. That was something you might expect to see in an NHL game, Tony.
I was going to say, though, I think Calvin Winfrey sold that pretty good. Golden Globes were the other night, but he might have got one there.
5:58 to play. Ball sent in. 4 fouls already against this Gateway Gators team here in quarter number 4. It's Grooms. He wants to center lane. Floats one up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Harper. Good rebound there by Dyson Harper, who's really made his presence known inside here in the second half. The ball will go back to Harper inside. He goes up for 2. No good. Rebound pulled down by Milsom. Coming back the other way. Full speed ahead is Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey, big scoop shot. Goes up for 2 and gets it. 62-51. And Calvin Winfrey did that just as neat as you please to put the Uniontown Red Raiders up by 11. 5:24 here to play. The Uniontown Red Raiders looking to get another win and improve what has already been a strong start to 10-3, including an undefeated 5A Section 1 mark. Jump shot here by the Gators, no good. That was Settles, too much. Rebound pulled down by Winfrey. Winfrey ahead to Milsom. Milsom through the paint, goes back to Winfrey, who cut right down the center, and he lays it in for 2, and it's 64-51. Now the Red Raiders have plenty of breathing room here. 13 points with 4:53 to play, and they're going to be a timeout taken now by the Gateway Gators. We'll see what exactly the nature of this timeout's going to be. I believe we've got ourselves a a full timeout, so we'll step aside for 60 seconds here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Welcome back to Gateway High School. Joshua Scully, Tony Hanula with you tonight. Bill Dice behind the camera. The Uniontown Red Raiders broke the huddle after only about 25 seconds. The Gateway Gators took the whole minute. And Gateway now has under 5 minutes to make up 13 points. Ball going to move away from us. Off the far sideline, it's Wallace to Viveris now to Bodzasevic. On the three, no good. The rebound is going to be pulled down by Bruce McCrommon, who goes up and is blocked by Grooms. And then this time he is fouled on the putback. And I do believe, Tony, they're going to get Grooms there on the foul call.
Yeah, they are, but that was a great block by Grooms on that first attempt. I mean, really went up with the big guy. Grooms, they have him listed at 5'10", able to go right up with McCrommon, who's 6'5".
First shot on the way, no good, off the base of the rim. 4:33 to play, 64-51. Don't forget, after the game, we've got our post-game show brought to you tonight by Farmana Pharmacy. We'll also be recognizing the player of the game, courtesy of South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. Second shot is good, and coming in here will be Calvin Winfrey with the basketball. It's a 12-point game now, 64-52. Winfrey across the timeline going to work here against Settles. Will move to his right, has Grooms waiting, but a nice move. He just beats Settles outright. Will go to Dugan. The ball comes right back to Winfrey. 4:14 to play, and I think right now Coach Rob Kazmarski and his Uniontown Red Raiders are looking to force the hand of the Gateway Gators. 4:06 now. Grooms passes through to Milsom. Milsom goes up. He's blocked by Viveris, and Viveris going to pull this one out himself. Across the timeline ahead to Bruce McCrommon. He goes up for two and gets it off the glass. 64-54, a 10-point game. Isaac Ellsworth will want to go back to Winfrey. Winfrey able to save it. The pass nearly gets away. Winfrey now across the timeline. Settles look to cut him off and will move across the court with him. Now all the way across by the score table is Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey, little crossover here, looking for some space against Settles. Settles moving well with him right now. Winfrey going to split defenders, goes up, and this one is blocked off the glass by Bruce McCrommon. It won't matter. No worry about goaltending there because Milsom was there to finish it off anyway. 66-54. Coming back now is Wallace. He wants the three ball, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Gators now. Everybody on the floor after it, going to tie it up. Calvin Winfrey actually comes out of that scrum with the basketball, and we'll see exactly how it'll be awarded here.
Yeah, I don't know if they called a foul.
I think no, they just went with the arrow.
Yeah, they just went with the arrow is correct.
Oh, they said he was out of bounds. Bill Dice, our camera operator tonight, was able to catch that. Inside look here now for the Gators, and being fouled on his way up, and he gets the basket to drop in. Dyson Harper. And the foul is called against Notorious Grooms.
No, they're going to call that on Milsom.
So you're right, Tony. Yeah. That'll be a fourth foul on Kellen Milsom.
So Milsom has to be careful. 3:15 to go. And now Harper
makes it a 9-point game, and we're going to have a timeout taken here with the score 66-57 and 3:15 to play here on a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We've got a 60-second timeout in Monroeville, Pennsylvania.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make.
Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tbarrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing head coach Rob Kesmarski and the Uniontown boys basketball team a great season.
Welcome back to Gateway High School, where the Uniontown Red Raiders are facing plenty of pressure. 3:06 to play here in quarter number 4. Grooms, little spin move, going to work his way into the paint, then moves it inside to Milsom, who's wide open on the far block, who drops that one in for two. 68-57. The Gateway Gators really committing there to trying to generate a turnover. They give up an easy look coming back the other way. Bruce McCrommon drops down the short corner jumper, gets those 2 points back, but they do not get back in time to start Notorious Grooms, and there is no illegal screen this time. Grooms wide open, lays it in for two, 70-59. Coming back the other way now, the Gators want a corner three, and they do rattle one down out of number 3, Daniel Bazasevic, and it's 70-62, an 8-point game with just over 2:25 to play. Dugan on the far sideline. Again, plenty of pressure here from the Gateway Gators. Goes to Ellsworth. One more now to Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey weaves his way through traffic across the paint, then takes it all the way back out to his bench. Big arcing pass inside to Grooms on the drive. Notorious Grooms will finish that one off and take the two. 2:06 to play, 72-62. The Gateway Gators now in desperation mode, just over 2 minutes. Bruce McCrommon floats one up for two, no good. Rebound, going to bounce out to Ellsworth. Ellsworth will purposefully slow it down, and we do have a player down with an injury on the baseline, Calvin Winfrey. Ellsworth going to move over and pull him back up. I think Calvin there, Tony, may have been hit in the face.
Yeah, it looks like he took a shot, maybe to the nose there. I'm not sure, but they're going to have the trainer take a look at him, I think, making sure that there's no blood or anything on the floor.
This injury timeout being brought to you by UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive or call 724-437-7500. UPMC Rehabilitation Institute. Relief is closer than you think. Uniontown Red Raider basketball. Grooms working against Wallace. Wallace going to give him the body there, Tony, and that will draw the foul.
Well, that's going to send Grooms to the foul line because that's the 5th foul in this quarter. So Grooms, as we mentioned, has struggled from the foul line this year, only 18 for 37, 49% clip, but having a good second half right now, though. He's got, 11 points in his second half after only scoring 3 in the first.
First shot from Grooms on its way. This one is going to bounce out. Grooms, of course, has chiseled his way into the record books at Uniontown Area High School, one of the all-time leading scorers in this storied Red Raider basketball program, and that young man sends his second shot on the way. This one rolls off the base of the rim, no good. 1:54 to play in the game. Coming back the other way to Gators. Inside look to Harper. Harper goes up for two, no good, too much. Settles on the rebound, going to be blocked, and the ball is blocked into Cam Dugan, who was unfortunately standing on the baseline. And Tony, Cam Dugan tried to pop up in the air and flip the basketball away from him, just could not quite do it quick enough for the baseline officials' liking. Coming in now into the corner, Bazasevic moves it up top to Bruce McCrommon. Back to Bazasevic for three, and somehow he hit that. What a wild shot. It went down perfectly, 72-65. We're going to have a 30-second timeout taken here at Gateway High School. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Hello, folks. Joe Walk is here, the proud owner of Dome's Lawn Care, LLC, since 2021. We're family-owned and family-ran, so when it comes to finances, we understand. We're small enough to care, big enough to make a difference. So give us a call this spring for all your lawn care needs at 724-570-1224. We would be proud to have you as our customer. Again, that's Dome's Lawn Care at 724-570-1224.
Welcome back to Gateway High School on WMBS 590 AM, 101.1 FM. Joshua Scully alongside Tony Hanula and Bill Dice behind the camera for us. The Gateway Gators have broken the huddle. They're going to offer pressure, of course, with just over 90 seconds to play in a 7-point game. Ball will be moved into Grooms. Grooms going to work against Wallace. Now beats Wallace, splits defenders. Pass goes through to Ellsworth. Ellsworth thought about a 3 there, Tony, but he passes out of the corner and goes to Winfrey. Inside look now to Grooms. Grooms fouled on his way up, no call. Gets his own rebound on the miss, and now he's fouled after he comes down with the offensive rebound. And Notorious Grooms, Tony, you mentioned this earlier, has done so much all season for this team, working not only, of course, in the scoring column, but he gets rebounds, he deals out passes to enable his teammates to score. He has had a good all-around season for this Red Raider team.
Oh, without a doubt, and steps up whenever he needs to, and he's actually done that in his second half in this game, and able to knock a free throw down after missing 2. So now Grooms with 15 on him tonight, and this is a big one here, too.
73-65. Bozasevic going to check in here for Harper. Of course, he's had the big last 2 made threes for this Gators team. Grooms will get both, 74-65. Coming back the other way is the dangerous Bruce McCrommon. He's going to momentarily lose the basketball, get it back together, and lays one in for 2. 74-67. Now the Red Raiders going to face a double team, and Grooms wants a timeout, and he'll have one with exactly 1 minute left on the clock here at Gateway High School in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds on a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The C. Harper Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive C. Harper Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Welcome back to Gateway High School here on 590 AM WMBS. The Gateway Gators are not out of this one yet. They trail by 7 points with a minute to play. Cam Dugan sends it in to Calvin Winfrey, and Winfrey is going to work here against Bruce McCrommon. He beats Bruce McCrommon, moving to his left and across center court. Gets the ball to Grooms. Grooms passes through to Ellsworth. Ellsworth, a big pass, sideline to Dugan. Now inside to Milsom, and Milsom is going to be fouled, and he gets the bucket for 2. 76-67, 45 seconds on the clock.
And nice passing by the Red Raiders. 1, just to try to take some time off, but then 2, to find a wide open Milsom who's able to knock it down and draw the foul.
I really appreciate, Tony, how crisp the Uniontown Red Raiders have looked more often than not when passing. Milsom on the shot, and they don't like to give up passes, but they know how to generate them and find their open man, which they did just there perfectly. 10-point game now coming back the other way. The Gators going to get a quick 2 off the glass, and they'll be taking their final timeout. A quick 30-second timeout here on 590 AM WMBS. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amador Transit, call them 724-439-3164. 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Welcome back to Gateway High School. Joshua Scully alongside Tony Hanula, and we have Bill Dice with us tonight behind the camera. The Gators are going to offer some pressure here, perhaps, Tony, for a final time if this does not play out with just under 40 seconds to play. Ball goes into Grooms, who is immediately fouled on the far sideline, getting a piece of him this time, number 4, Jax Viveris. And Grooms will walk himself down to the foul line to shoot 2 with 37.8 seconds on the clock. And I'm sure, Tony, you have mentioned it too, Notorious has struggled just a bit from the foul line so far this season. I'm sure the Gators are hoping he continues here, although a nice one on the first shot, good to make it 78-69.
Yeah, we saw him shoot 80% from the line last year, but just struggling a little bit this year. But right there, looked like he had the form from last year and actually knocks down both.
Torrey Grooms good for both from the foul line, and with 37 seconds to play, it's a 10-point game. Mikkel Bruce McCrommon trying to make some space for himself, high post, awkward shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Settles, who's fighting hard and goes up for 2, and he'll get it off his backhand, sort of laying one up off the rim, and immediately Grooms is fouled here by Wallace. So Notorious Grooms has fouled himself at the foul line quite often here in the second half, even just in this fourth quarter. It's an 8-point game with 22 seconds to play, 79-71.
Well, that's going to be the 5th foul on Wallace. So he's going to have to take a seat. Finishes the night with 6 points.
Grooms good on the first one. And I really liked watching Wallace play, Tony. He came in off the bench for this team and was a real spark plug. He moved really well defensively. No good on the second shot from Grooms. Rebound pulled down by the Gators. They're going to look inside here for Harper. Harper goes up for 2. He'll get it with 15 seconds to go. The Uniontown Red Raiders again still working against the pressure. 7-point game. Pass goes to Ellsworth, then across to Grooms. Grooms going to split a couple defenders here now and look inside to Milsom. One more back to Grooms, short corner, and Grooms going to dribble this one out. Makes a last little move here, goes up for 2. And just as the buzzer goes off, Notorious Grooms lays one up off the glass. 82-73 is your final score here at Gateway High School. We're going to step aside for a few moments here on 590 AM WMBS. We will be back shortly with our postgame show brought to you tonight by Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peacham Pharmacy, now in the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville. This is the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network will be back in just a moment.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Voted best in Fayette for auto body repair. Family owned and operated for 61 years, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly, waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. To bring your vehicle over to Silva, call 724-437-2351. Now, Ted Silva proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check out their website at TargetSafetySolutionsLLC.com. Ted Silva, proud to support local high school sports.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated approximately 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joe B's Golf. That's where. Joe B's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Basin Boulevard. Joe B's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for 50 years. Joe B's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and it's a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Peacham Pharmacy has moved to the lower level of the Health First Medical Center building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville, and is now Farmana Pharmacy. Farmana Pharmacy offers free prescription delivery to Uniontown, Connellsville, and all over the area 5 days a week. When you call Farmana Pharmacy, you'll never talk to machines. You'll have real friendly people ready to help you. Phone 724-626-9600 for the new Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peacham Pharmacy, now located at the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville near the Fayette County Fairgrounds. Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Welcome back to Monroeville, Pennsylvania, here on 590 AM WMBS. Joshua Scully alongside Tony Hanula and Bill Dice behind the camera. We want to thank our video stream sponsor one more time this evening, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill Plaza in Uniontown, and Mom Maruca's Pizza. We also want to thank our graphic sponsor tonight, South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. We now have our post-game show for you, being brought to you tonight by Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peachin Pharmacy, now in the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville. And our post-game stats will be courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. For those stats, we're going to turn it over to Tony Hanula.
All right, for the victorious Uniontown Red Raiders, who improved to 10-3 overall, 5-0 in Section 1-5A play. They were led tonight by Isaac Ellsworth, who had 25 points. 7 of those were made threes. He was followed by Kellen Milsum, who had 22. He had 11 in both halves. 14 by Calvin Winfrey, and 21 by Notorious Grooms, 18 of those coming in the second half. 15 in the first, 22 in the second, 23 in the third, 22 in the fourth for their total of 82. They were 12 for 20 from the foul line and had 10 made threes, 7 by Ellsworth, 1 by Milsum, 1 by Calvin Winfrey, and 1 by Notorious Grooms. On the other side for the Gateway Gators, who dropped to 5 and 6 overall, 3 and 2 in Section 1-5A play. They were led tonight by Mikkel Bruce McCrommon, who had 25. 18 of those came in the second half. He was followed by Jax Vavoris, who had 15. 9 points off the bench from Dyson Harper. 6 by Asan Wallace. 6 on 2 made threes by Daniel Bosevic. 6 from Jacob Settles, and 6 from Paul Nacho. 13 in the first, 12 in the second, 22 in the third, and 26 in the fourth for their total of 73. 8 for 15 from the foul line, and they had 5 made threes. 3 of those by Vavaris and 2 by Bosevic.
And Tony, to top off the numbers that you just shared, Notorious Grooms, with his outing this evening, has officially moved into second all-time among all Uniontown Red Raider scores. He now has 1,424 points. He passes tonight both Ray Robinson and Mark Vassar, and trails only Terrence Vons at 1,721. So Notorious Grooms is now inside of 300 points for the all-time scoring record for the Uniontown Area High School, which I'm sure is very exciting for him. We also want to share with you our player of the game tonight, which is courtesy of the South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, who's working hard for the residents of South Union Township. And for that, I will turn it back over to Tony Hanula.
Are you going to put all the pressure on me? Actually, I'll tell you what. I mean, Ellsworth had a fantastic game making 7 threes, but I got to say that Kellen Milsum was a player of the game. He did a fantastic job defensively. Did a great job for the Uniontown Red Raiders defensively. Ended up with 22 points, consistent 11 points in both halves. So my vote goes towards Kellen.
I like that too, Tony, because he did so very well just everywhere on the floor. And I am curious as to see how the Red Raiders would have fared against Paul Nacho, especially if it hadn't been for Milsum. Kiefer certainly gave them some good minutes and even had a really impressive rebound against Nacho in the midpoint of the game. But Milsum was in there working all night, just tirelessly, and he was always in the right spot, both offensive and defensively.
Yeah, and actually that's when Gateway made that little run whenever Milsum had to sit down when he picked up those 3 fouls and kind of changed the game a little bit. But I'm going to tell you, he played a great game on both ends of the floor.
Thank you very much, Tony, for taking on the mantle of naming the player of the game. That is not an easy responsibility. We want to thank you, too, our viewers and listeners. Thank you for checking us out. As always, for a final time, we'll thank our post-game show sponsor, Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peachin Pharmacy, now in the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville, and South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, who sponsored your player of the game. He's working hard for the residents of South Union Township. For Tony Hanula and Bill Dice, this is Joshua Scully on another exciting edition of the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. The Uniontown Red Raiders bringing home a 10th win this season. You'll hear us next time here on 590 AM WMBS.
Good time.